Welcome to the Daily Thesis. From the market chaos, your deep dive into the week's pivotal shifts in markets and society. President Trump signaled the 90-day tariff pause ends soon. Reporters on Air Force One heard him reject another delay. He insisted China must offer substantial concessions to suspend duties. Markets watched nervously as his comments rattled Friday trading sessions. Trump previously raised baseline tariffs 10% on 60 partners. Financial markets experienced volatility after his abrupt announcement this month. Beijing has denied formal negotiations are underway with Washington. Trump claimed foreign delegations raced to strike bilateral agreements. A shortened pause pressures allies and rivals to concede faster. Exporters must adapt supply chains before higher duties hit. Investors fear renewed tariff escalation could dent global growth. The S&P 500 rally may fade if talks stall completely. Meanwhile, China is weighing its own tactical tariff moves. Beijing considers suspending its 125% US tariffs. Medical equipment and ethane imports top the potential exemption list. Officials also discuss waiving levies on international aircraft leases. Asian stocks rose as traders anticipated partial trade detent. Chinese factories rely on American ethane for plastics production. Hospitals depend on US imaging machines unavailable domestically. Similar US exclusions on electronics created room for conciliation. Airlines faced ruinous costs without relief on leasing payments. Targeted exemptions hint at pragmatic de-escalation from both capitals. Relief could stabilize vulnerable sectors, while talks remain frozen. Yet Beijing still demands Washington scrap all unilateral duties. Investors may misread optimism if negotiations fail again. Next up, diplomatic friction shifts from trade to artificial intelligence rules. Washington urged Brussels to abandon its forthcoming AI code. US officials called the voluntary guidelines overly burdensome. The letter warned compliance costs would stifle American innovators. New regulators aim to enforce transparency and copyright safeguards. Non-compliance could trigger fines reaching 7% of sales. Tech giants like Meta and Alphabet already criticized earlier drafts. Trump labels European digital policies an unfair tax on Americans. US pressure highlights widening transatlantic rivalry in tech governance. Companies face dual regulatory regimes if consensus fails. Divergent rules may delay AI deployments and raise compliance costs. European lawmakers must balance innovation against consumer protection demands. Turning to financial regulation, crypto oversight takes center stage. SEC Chairman Paul Atkins said Congress need not act on crypto. He argued existing statutes give ample room to regulate tokens. Atkins spoke at a Washington roundtable with industry leaders. Lawmakers still debate a market structure bill clarifying jurisdictions. The House and Senate committees passed related stablecoin legislation. Industry lobbyists favor a comprehensive framework unifying oversight. Some investors fear regulatory uncertainty deters institutional participation. Atkins welcomed congressional support but vowed continued enforcement actions. His stance signals near-term compliance pressure for crypto platforms. Firms must register or risk penalties under securities rules. Clarity could attract capital once legal boundaries are settled. Delay in legislation prolongs confusion across decentralized finance markets. Finally, corporate strategy in the AI era reshapes software sales. Microsoft plans to outsource more software sales to partners. The shift targets small and mid-sized customers worldwide. Chief Commercial Officer Judson outlined changes internally. Sales teams will broaden portfolios and emphasize AI products. Tech peers like Salesforce and Workday pursue similar channel models. Post-pandemic conditions forced companies to streamline marketing expenses. Microsoft previously boosted incentives for third-party resellers in November. Outsourcing could lower costs while expanding market reach efficiently. Sellers must master technical training to pitch complex AI suites. Partners will capture greater margins from bundled cloud offerings. Competitors may follow if productivity and profits improve. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, tap subscribe, and ring the bell to never miss our next market tale. Until tomorrow, watch the charts and keep your stories in motion.